Okay. 16.03. 303. Again, this is a pretty quick one. Again, the only difference is now we're looking at symmetrical versus asymmetrical attachments. Don't know if that, I won't say that quite the way. This is where it's going to become really important to be using a reference point. Boom. And leaving your non-dominant hand so that the dominant hand can do things. And we know, oh, that shape is still floating in space. So for symmetrical, we know that you got the cube. Or you could do one side, the other side. You could do, here's the cube, do both sides together. And again, have the student repeat after me. This is walking. What I did is I literally took the teacher book and implanted it in the slideshow, so you know what my intents are in the classroom as I'm doing this. And again, I'm going to move through this quickly because we've already done these, or I would if we were doing it in the classroom. So these are all the same shapes we did. Now, when we change to asymmetrical, what we're going to do is we're going to define the base first and then leave the weak hand in place for reference. So that's going to be the main key feature of this one. So this, let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger for asymmetrical combinations. That helps a little bit. Okay. So always look at what the base thing is. What's the big part first that something's attached to? So I give the base, and then I form the little thing. This is remaining. The weak hand is remaining. I go to the center. Right. It's if you burn CDs and DVDs at any point in your youth, you know those are the case, right? A stool if you go to a diner. So here's where we jump back to the previous thing where I said, if something's attached to the floor, start from the base. Here it comes up. There's the seat, and you sit on top of it, right? In this case, if that's an attachment, boom. So here's this, and then maybe you stick it into, tab A and slot B. So remember, signer's perspective too. And just go through each of these, look at what the attachment is, and how do you do it. Now, when you're dealing with concave and convex, that gets to be a little bit more persnickety. Right? Or, well, the first one shows, so you show the shape, and then from inside, be careful you don't do this, right? The bottom of the shape is right there. When I do the attachment, it can't go from below. I had a student one time talking about the first time he used a credit card parking meter. And he was great, pulled up. Great. And then he went and he shoved his arm through the parking meter. But he was just exaggerating. But you don't want to exaggerate. You want it to be absolutely in perspective and realistic. Right? So practice these. You got a box, and and then on top, right, a little cone that comes off the top. So they're good. They're really easy. We've done all the individual parts. Now we're just putting them together. And really, that's it. So let me see. Let me go from row 3. flat square, kind of like a pan. Really, actually, should be. Nope. That's a flat, like a square. Right. So if you notice, each column, they're generally, for the most part, they share the same kind of thing. Actually, I don't know why they switched some of them, but maybe I can cut and paste and move them around for the next time. Anyway, so that's 16.03. Again, as I said, 16 is a lot of review of stuff we've already done.